Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Malinga Sise of Herbal Harvest Organic Farm. For all of you who have subscribed to my YouTube channel, I am so grateful. And for those who are still new, please kindly consider subscribing to the YouTube channel. Click on the notification bell so that you never miss out any upload. Share this video, comment in the comment section down below, and I will be so grateful. Today I'm in a prayer mood because my daughter Melissa is finalizing with her primary living examinations. Actually, as we talk now, she's doing the final papers. So it is really keeping me in prayers. So if I'm a bit calm and a bit slow, you will pardon me for that. But I want us to know that the birds are finally feeding now well. Okay, not very well, but at least they're gaining back. They're feeding appetite. And some of you were requesting me to show you the things that I am giving the birds, because I just mentioned it in the previous video, but some of you are still requesting me to show you the herbs that I'm giving to the birds. But I want also you to know that before doing the vaccination, at least you should withdraw the multivitamins, the antibiotics, at least for 2 to 3 days before the day of vaccinating this birds. Even the herbs, you must withdraw them. So for this case, actually, I withdrew the herbs at least for 5 days before the day of the vaccination. And after doing the vaccination, you can resume it. So that is what I did. And for someone who is new, after doing the vaccination like we did, and the birds refuse to feed, for someone who is new out there, you can be a bit scared and a bit worried. But I want you to know that after doing that vaccination, at least for those who are using the synthetic drugs, you can give them the multivitamins to boost on their appetite. And for us who are using the herbs, there are herbs that you can give to these birds. And I've talked about this herbs actually several times, so that is what I'm going to show you today. And also we are going to feed the birds, and then I finished making it. We are just going to mix in the drinking water, but at least I have the samples that I'm going to show you. So that's what we are going to do today. But I want also to let you know that the birds final have made it to 10 weeks. So for that case, we are left with only 8 weeks to go for this bird to start laying eggs. And poultry farming is a good venture. Please let us join in poultry farming. So let's go and see the herbs. See you right back. So these are the herbs that I have blended together. Actually, this is now the final solution. This is what I have sieved out of it. And this one we are going to mix with their feeds. And this is now what we are going to mix with the drinking water. But in summary, these are the things that I have blended together. This is garlic. All of you know garlic as per now. This is ginger. It's right here. We all know it. This is chili peppers. And this is turmeric. We all know this, okay? So I have decided to get a full combination, blended them together, and I'm going to mix in their drinking water. And I'm going to do that at least for 5 consecutive days. But for someone who cannot afford to get all these things, okay? If you can't afford to get all these things, kindly, you're going to get only these chili peppers and this ginger, okay? Because sometimes this turmeric can be very expensive and very rare to get, especially here in Kampala. And this garlic also can be very expensive. But these two can help also very fast, especially during this season when it is a wet season and the weather is very cold. The birds are very calm and very dormant. You're supposed to mix these two, okay, and give them in the drinking water. But I've decided to mix all this together simply because probably since this is a rainy season, the birds maybe would be suffering from cold, or a respiratory problem can easily come out, since these birds are still young and they are still prone to this chicken disease. So I have decided to do my full treatment. So, and these are the things that have really helped my birds. Honestly, the birds are gaining back on their appetite. They are becoming so lively every minute I enter there, and that is because of this herbal remedies. So guys, let us really embrace the use of these herbal remedies, because here we are not giving any synthetic drugs, but the vaccination is key. Okay, we have all agreed that we are going to vaccinate the birds, but honestly our herbal remedies are doing so wonderful. So we are first going to give them the drinking water, because there were like 3 or 4 feeders that had feed. So that's why I've decided we are first going to give the drinking water, and then we are going to feed them later. So let's first give the drinking water. This I told you this we are going to mix in their feeds, but this is now what we are going to put in their drinkers. So I've just get 1 cup like this. But let me first mix it. Let me first do it. We have talked about the measurements several times, so I'm sure we're now pretty much aware of the measurements. Guys, the drinkers are still disturbing me, but last time my elder brother came and gave me a solution of which I'm yet to implement it, because so many drinkers are getting the crack down and really pouring a lot of water. So let us take this to the farm. So just like I've told you, finally, the birds have now made 10 weeks. You can see. At least they can now come running, eh? Wow. They have now made 10 weeks. They are looking amazing, guys. So let's first start with the drinking water, and then later we shall feed them. So guys, you can see how today my birds are really so active, very active. And one trick that you should do is to make sure that you make them thirsty, withdraw the water for some time. That is when they are going to run fast to drink the herbs. So that's what I decided to do. Since morning I removed everything. So this is a clear indication that our herbs are so powerful, so powerful. So that means without the synthetic drugs, we can still raise these birds and we get something good out of them. You can see they are really getting back on their feet very, very well. Wow, this is so amazing, At least now the house is becoming lively. Wow. Now, why I decided to start with the drinking water, someone might be asking themselves why Asalinga today started with the drinking water. Is simply because inside the feeders, just like I told you, it had some little feeds. So what I decided to do, early morning, I decided to remove all the drinkers and left them thirsty. So that's why I decided that let me now start with the drinking water since other feeders had some few feeds that were still remaining inside. But I really saw in the morning when I came how the birds were so lively. That's why I decided that I should really show you the birds and at least assure you that our herbs are really working so magically. So let me now give them the food. Can see? Wow. finished feeding the birds. I hope now, next time when you do your vaccination, you're not going to be stuck and you're not going to be worried. So for today, that is all I had for you. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for always coming back. Thank you so much for all your wonderful love and support. But if you're still new, please kindly consider subscribing to the YouTube channel. Click on the notification bell so that you never miss out any upload. Share this video, comment in the comment section down below, and I'll be so grateful. See you next time. I love you all. Bye-bye.